moving on down the regional, Mississippi State. We were wondering where the Bulldogs would show up. Congratulations, Vic Schaefer. All right, as you take a look at OKC, give me your initial takeaways, Kara.
Woo, this is a spicy region.
Spicy, I like it.
Spicy, I mean, Baylor, Tennessee, Louisville, Oklahoma, Washington, DePaul, Mississippi State. I mean, wow.
Well, I certainly loved where we were because we were at home. I did not had a lot of respect for the two opponents coming in here, or all three of those opponents coming in here.
I did like the draw. I felt like it was a very good 2 games for us.
Yeah, whoever comes out is going to be battle tested. They may be wore out. This region's loaded.
Felt like we had the hardest 15 and the hardest 7 in the whole tournament. That's fine. This time of year, they're all good, so you just got to load up and play.
All right, Coach, congratulations on being a 2 seed and enjoy hosting in Starkville this season.
Hey, thanks. Go Dogs.
Sometimes the player's greatest challenge is coming to grips with their role on the team. On most teams, there are stars and there are role players. The best teams are those with teammates who star in their roles. By now, everybody, we've got our roles established. We've all got to handle and do our role. Whatever that is, we've got to handle that role and do it well. And it doesn't mean that we stay status quo. We keep working and trying to get better, but I think that's been the success of this team, is that everybody's embraced their role, what they're supposed to do, how they do it, and they've done it well. I just felt like we had some time to address some things and look at some different things, and so I felt like, hey, this was a great opportunity to do it.
I felt like we needed to get back in practice and reform some habits that we had formed at the beginning of the year.
You got this right here where you can hand it to Dom. She's coming off and Bree's cleaning it up. She ought to be able to catch it right here and have this. So you just read it. Here we go.
Some would say that they don't like the 2-week gap. I think for us in our circumstance, it worked out really well because we needed to fix some things and we needed to grow before we got to the NCAA tournament.
They're not going to get 150 rebounds in 2 games. Number one, they're not going to get 75 because we're going to rebound.
Yeah, Troy had 5 players that were extremely fast and athletic, and practice was very intense. We practiced rebounding and transition every single day. Iggy and Amisha and Jordan did a tremendous job at just crashing the boards and making us realize that every single person on the floor is going to go rebound. And if we did not rebound, we were not going to win that game.
If they think they can come press us on our court, then I want to show them that they can't. We're going to go attack pressure. We're going to make good decisions, but we want to attack pressure with pressure. They want it hully-gully. Trust me. The faster it is, the more comfortable they are. But you know what? We play pretty well fast also. I think if you ever watched our practice, you'd see us in some pretty up-tempo situations, and our kids really embrace that. Jazz and Morgan really flourish in that system. Turn it loose and go play. Turn it loose and go play. You got the toughest 15, you got the toughest 7 here. You know what? I wonder what they're saying about the 2. Don't walk out there and be passive. You can't do it. This time of year, they let you play a little bit more. Well, you better not walk out there and be worried about, oh my God, foul trouble, oh my God, I can't touch him, oh my. No, you can't do that. You got to go play. Any questions? Let's go.
Blair Schaefer attempts a 3, right corner, it's good. Blair Schaefer rattles it in. Chapel is going to be double teamed at the midcourt line as she's trapped, gets it up to Schaefer, 15-footer, and good. Blair Schaefer has the first 5 points for MSU, and it's 5-2, Dogs on top. Now Williams between the circles to Chapel, free throw line. Schaefer fires up a 3, left wing, and she buried it. Bulldogs are on an 8-0 run. Schaefer catches, shoots, scores! Oh my goodness! She is 3 for 3 behind the arc.
Every time Blair makes a 3, I mean, I just get so excited for her. Even when she doesn't shoot, I'm like, Blair, you need to shoot the ball. Like, I have more confidence in her than she has in herself sometimes.
Ro and Blair You know, they were on the floor when we came back from down 17 at Iowa State and won that game in overtime. Blair had the big shot at Tennessee that put us up after we had relinquished the lead. These kids have been doing it all year.
Now outlets at left side to Morgan William, who comes up the floor. Richardson will attempt the three, top of the circle. Good! Brianna Richardson gives the Bulldogs their fourth three in the first quarter. It's 23-15.
Coach always says nobody really understands our depth that we have on this team.
You get up and down with us, and we keep that pace going. All those jump shots, those legs are going to go, and those jump shots don't look near as good, and not as many go in. Obviously, offensively, we were really clicking, making shots, and that's what it's about right now. We've got some kids that are really hot.
I think scoring that many points was great for everyone's confidence. It definitely showed us as a team that our work the past few weeks in practice has paid off, because we have been working a lot on offense where we usually work more on defense.
And for the third straight season, the Bulldogs will win their first game in the NCAA tournament and will advance to the round of 32. 110-69 the final score, and the Bulldogs are trying to get back to the Sweet 16.
Usually we mix stuff up in practice for Bulldog, our scrimmage game, and we go with the flow and we make it gel. And so we figured that we were just making new combinations in case if the game came to it and we were all in the game together, we would have it down.
To me, the lineup hasn't changed that much. It's just who's out there when we jump center.
When we came in for our pregame or whatever, when he writes everything on the board and he wrote the matchups, that Maroon team that was together all week was the starting five.
All said and done, I think Bree and Dom and Tori coming off the bench also provide a real unique circumstance for us and our opponent, in that they're coming in and they've been the ones that were on the floor when we've been tipping it up for most of the year. And those kids are all explosive basketball players.
I don't think that five is the best on the team by any means. I think we have 10 starters, but whatever the coaches think is right for the game, that's what you have to go with, and you have to use that for your confidence and go out and make plays.
Resilience. No matter what somebody does to you, you keep pounding, you keep fighting, you keep competing. No matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Bad play, you come back and you have a good play. That's resilience. Didn't sleep a lot, tried to watch as much film as I could. I knew we were gonna have to score some points on Sunday. We gotta play within ourselves and within the moment. Within the moment. Win the minute, win the hour. We'll win the day. I wasn't gonna change what produced 110 points on Friday night. Good Lord, if I would have changed it, people have really been thinking I was crazy. We've been in this game before. This is a great moment for you guys and for our program. It's a great opportunity. You're gonna have a great crowd. The country will see what Mississippi State women's basketball is all about today. What are you gonna show them? Here's one thing I think that they can always say about Mississippi State and how we play the game. There ain't no little girls that come out of this locker room. We're pretty tough, we're pretty physical, we're pretty aggressive.
January thought about a 17-footer, goes inside, wide open, Schulte, and she lays it off the glass and scores it. January, left elbow, kicks it on the wing, firing it up, in and good. Then scoring, it's Grant, and DePaul leads it 5-0.
I don't think I felt any type of tightness. I felt like it was a really good game.
Now Schaefer's just gonna fire a deep three and buried it. Blair Schaefer, left corner, she'll fire a second three, hit it. Blair Schaefer has 6 points.
You love to see that energy coming in off the bench that time. You want to add to, and that's what Holmes did.
Once I came off and got a steal and got my teammates the ball in the right places, I just I just knew like it was gonna be a good game for us.
Get it to Jasmine Holmes, quickly up the floor near side. Holmes goes to the free throw line, puts it up, 14.5 footers, got the bounce, and the Bulldogs have tied it. Now she'll lob it for Tara McCowan. She has to kind of catch it from behind. It's off the iron out there. Got her all missed, stick back in it, good, just dumps it in with the right hand. 38-37 is going to be your halftime score.
I felt like we should have been up more by how well we were playing.
Just defensively, I was really concerned. I felt like we outplayed them the first half, and we were only up 1. Jazz has really been practicing well. She's been playing well for the past probably 3-4 weeks.
It was infectious, and I think we got so many stops and scores with her that it really got us off to a stretch where I felt like DePaul couldn't stop us.
The Bulldogs make history again. Not only their 31st victory, but they make it to back-to-back Sweet 16 trips. We'll be headed to Oklahoma City on Friday as Coach Bruno and Schaefer shake hands at the midcourt line. 92-71, your final score. Mississippi State, the 2 seed, beating the 7th seeded DePaul Blue Demons.
Oh, man. How about them dogs?
When we got to the Sweet 16, we felt like we had reached our goal. I feel like this year we don't feel that way at all. Like our goal is nowhere close to where we're at right now.
That's the way to out-tough them, out-physical them, and out-play them. More heart today than I've ever seen. Another ring.
It was really satisfying for me, for those seniors. I felt so horribly bad for them a couple of weeks ago. Those kids are going to go down as the all-time winningest class in the history of Mississippi State basketball. They're going to go down as 4 of the best players to ever don the uniform here.
Absolutely wonderful. Great job. I couldn't be more proud of you. That's how you play the game. Way to go. So much confidence. I'm just so damn proud of you. Way to go.
I mean, you can see, looking at her playing, the confidence and the edge she has to her. And she said in the press room, she just felt like it was high school again and nobody could guard her. Really impacted our team. 6 assists, 1 turnover, 25 minutes, 14 points. Was 8 out of 10 at the free throw line. That's a big time game in a big moment for just a sophomore.
We're not satisfied, guys. Let's
win the next 2.
Win the next 2.
I mean, you want another Sweet 16 ring, or you want something that says Final Four?
I want a championship.
Okay.
Like Coach always says, he wants more of us, and I want more for my teammates. Like I want the seniors to leave with a championship ring, and I want to have a championship ring since we didn't get one last year.
There's so much more basketball to be played at the highest level, and we're a part of that. We have so much room to grow, but we're peaking at the same time as a team. Just an exciting feeling and something that's awesome to see.
I've been around a national champion. I've been around a Final Four team. So I know what it looks like, and I'm looking at one right now.
Another one! Another one! Another one! Hey! Big! Okay, you doing it like that, We're going back to the Sweet 16. Let's go!
We're going to Oklahoma CT.
I'm trying to meet Russ.
For what?
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16,
we already
baby.
got a ring.